Major news. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Well, we can't quite say that yet, but you look at these polls and I'll tell you, it's very encouraging. I want to go first to the Rasmussen one just out. Take a look, guys, today here. 53% Trump, 47% Harris. That is a new national poll just released this morning by Rasmussen. This is a big deal. It's a really big deal, okay? And then when you break it down and you look at all of the states, it shows you he's got a really solid path to 270. Now, anything can happen. I don't believe in counting your chickens before they hatch. I think you got to be very cautious with all of this. But it's pretty interesting that given, I don't know, just a couple of weeks ago, all the momentum was on Harris' side. Everybody was like, oh, she's great things and sliced bread. I mean, hey, we don't have to deal with Biden anymore. And you saw her climbing, and now that's been completely, totally reversed. Rasmussen, I don't think ever had her actually winning, but it was sort of neck and neck, and now he's broken out and he's taking the lead here. The other thing that's worth noting, guys, is another poll that just came out from Nate Silver. I've been watching his stuff, as you know, and he has like a model that tends to predict where we are at any given point in time. And what you've seen is that model has shifted significantly, so much so that as of last night, let's take a look here. You can see he's showing his prediction model pointing to a 56.7% chance of Trump winning in November versus Harris's 43%. I mean, how scared does this make the Democrats right now? Think about how freaked out they are because Harris was supposed to be the solution, right? They figured out they couldn't run Biden. I don't know why they ever tried to run him. I mean, I would have primaried him so fast. How many times I tell you that? I was looking through some old videos here on the YouTube channel. Again, reminder to subscribe and share and like and all that good stuff. We are growing and we are growing fast and we are growing strong. We're onwards, I should say, of 350,000. I mean, it's crazy. That's all thanks to you guys. But I was looking at some old videos and there was one from like a long time ago. I mean, I want to say, we weren't doing the show every day at that point in time. It's really only been about 14 months that we've been doing it every day. But this would have been going back probably over 2 years ago. And I did a video about how there's no way that they could run this guy, like absolutely positively not, and that they weren't going to run him. And I was telling you that all along. And then shockingly, they did run him, which was really ill-conceived. And then you fast forward into the point where they're like, oh my gosh, the polls were cratering. So now they're in a situation where I don't think they can undo this one, right? How many times they are stuck with Kamala, whether they like it or not, and they're looking at 56.7% versus 43%. I would just say that we've got to be extraordinarily cautious and on high alert in this kind of environment because this is the kind of stuff when they start to get desperate. In fact, the Biden administration announced today that we should all be on high alert for Russian disinformation, misinformation. I just wonder if the two are tied. Just saying. We're going to talk about that coming up. But take a look at these betting markets. Again, I've showed you guys this because to me, it's really interesting to look at the betting markets because this is sort of different than the polls. This is people that are going and saying, okay, I believe Trump's going to win. I believe Kamala is going to win. They take the politics out of it. They're just betting on what they actually see as a path forward. And look, this shifts on a pretty regular basis, but nonetheless, he's firmly in the lead there as well. So it's telling you something. It's telling you that I think Donald Trump really and truly is very secure at this moment in time. And again, anything can happen in this path to the White House. A couple good things have happened, right? RFK Jr. came along. Corey Lewandowski will talk a little bit about that coming up because I think that's actually something that has helped tremendously. You've also had longtime Democrats like Tulsi Gabbard come into the mix. So I think that gives some people that were maybe in the middle a little bit more comfort as they consider who they're really going to vote for. But again, they're playing for a lot of people in the middle. Let me show you Rasmussen. This is very interesting here. Take a look. This is the full Rasmussen report. And I love, you know me, I love charts. Hey, I'm a financial person. I love charts. Take a look at this graph. So Harris versus Trump, and you can see that the divergence was really significant before she was named, and then she started to climb back, and she's climbing back, and now you've seen that he's just drastically overtaken her. She's really plummeted, and I believe Rasmussen tweeted this out with the comment, "Summer's over." Your brat summer is over. Wow. Okay, we're going to have more on this. Corey's coming up. We got a lot to get into today. But first, a quick word from one of our great sponsors here on the Trish Regan Show. We're very proud to have partnered up with American Heart for Gold. You can go to trishlovesgold.com for your opportunity to get up to $15,000 in free silver if you buy gold from them. So take a look. It's Trish, TRISH, that you need to text to 65532 to get the special offer up to $15,000 in free silver. Again, give them a ring, 844-495-1115, or just text my name, Trish, to 65532. I am a huge believer in diversification, a diversified portfolio. For me anyway, gold is included in that. And not just for me, for some smart people I know, shall we say. Gold is definitely something that we take a look at and that we include because you just can't really get away any which way you slice it from the massive onslaught of inflation that keeps coming our way. As much as they're trying to tuck us down over in the White House and pretend like it's not happening, the value of your dollars are being eroded in real time, 35 trillion and still counting. It is not sustainable. It's one of the reasons why you've seen such tremendous upside in gold recently. And I expect, so long as it doesn't get too out of whack, that this is going to continue in terms of the momentum. I've shown you some graphics before looking at the price of gold relative to the money supply, which is a really, really important thing to look at. So it makes me comfortable with gold valuations. Again, I'm not your advisor or anything, but I can tell you what I personally do, and that is I do invest in gold. So take a look. Text Trish to 65532. Again, these Nate Silver prediction polls, really pretty stunning information.